Level 1, the little plane. The favela is a maze, and the boss needs someone small enough to navigate it. That's you. You are 8 years old. You are sitting on a concrete step in Rocinha, Rio de Janeiro. You are too small to hold a gun, but you are fast. You are invisible. A soldier whistles at you from the alley. He hands you a small bag of white powder and a crumpled 10 reais bill. He points to a gringo waiting at the bottom of the hill. Run, he says. Deliver it and come back. You run. You feel the wind on your face. You make the exchange. You bring the money back. The soldier smiles and gives you a bottle of soda and a sandwich. It's the best meal you've had in a week. You are now an avionzinho, a little plane. Your job is logistics. You ferry drugs from the stash house to the customers. You ferry messages between the bosses. You learn the geography of the maze better than you know your own name. You learn which alleys have dead ends and which rooftops you can jump across. The police drive by in their armored trucks. They don't look at you. You're just a kid playing soccer. But you are learning the system. You see how respect works. The guys with the guns eat first. The guys without guns eat scraps. You decide you want to eat first. You survive to be 12. You are promoted. They give you a walkie-talkie and a bag of fireworks. You are now a foguetero, the lookout. You sit on a plastic chair on the highest slab of concrete for 12 hours a day. Your job is boring until it isn't. You scan the horizon. You are looking for the pigs, the military police. Specifically, you are looking for the Caveirão, the big skull. It's a massive, black armored truck that looks like a tank designed for the apocalypse. When you see it, your heart hammers against your ribs. You grab the radio. Activity on the hill. Activity on the hill. You light the fireworks. Bang, bang, bang. The signal flares into the sky. Down below, the drug dens scramble to hide the product. You have saved the business. You feel important. You feel part of a brotherhood. But you also see the reality. You see your friends get beaten by cops just for standing on the wrong corner. You see bodies dragged down the stairs. The innocence is gone. The hate begins to build. One day, you fall asleep on your shift. The police raid a stash house. The boss drags you by your ear to the edge of the hill. He doesn't hit you. He just points down at the jagged rocks below. Next time, you fly, he says. You never sleep on the job again. You turn 15. You've proven you can stay awake. Now you have to prove you can sell. You are a vapor. You work the boca de fumo, the mouth of smoke. You stand on a corner with a fanny pack full of cocaine, crack, and marijuana. You deal directly with the customers. It's a retail job, but the customers are unpredictable.
Hey, what's
Junkies,
wrong?
rich kids
It
from the
itches so
asphalt,
bad!
tourists
Whoa, calm
looking for a
down.
thrill.
I can't-
You learn to read eyes. You learn who has money and who is desperate. You work 24-hour shifts. You make 300 reais a week. It's not much, but it buys you brand new Nikes and a fake gold chain. You start to look the part. But the danger is real. If the count is short at the end of your shift, you pay the difference out of your pocket. If you can't pay, you pay in blood. You see a kid get his hand smashed with a brick for stealing a gram. You realize the Brotherhood has strict rules. You are 18. You are big for your age. You have a scar on your eyebrow from a fight. The boss calls you in. He opens a crate. Inside, smelling of oil and cold steel, is an AR-15 or an AK-47. It's heavy. It feels like power. You are now a soldado, a soldier. You ditch the t-shirt. You walk the streets shirtless, the rifle slung across your chest like a guitar. You wear the gold chain. You get the fresh haircut with the lines shaved in. Your job is defense. You guard the perimeter. If a rival faction invades, you shoot to kill. You don't wait for orders. You handle it. A rival crew from the Terceiro Commando invades your alley. It's loud, chaotic, and terrifying. Bullets chip the brick walls around your head. You fire back blindly. You see a rival drop. You don't feel glory. You feel a cold sickness in your stomach. But then, the adrenaline washes it away. That night, at the Bale Funk Party, you are a hero. You drink whiskey. You hold your rifle up while the bass shakes the floor. Girls look at you differently now. They don't see a poor kid. They see a protector. You think you are invincible. You are 22. Most of the boys you grew up with are dead or in prison. You survived because you aren't just tough. You are smart. You can do math. The boss promotes you to gerente, the manager. You hand over your rifle to a younger kid. You don't stand on the corner anymore. You sit in a back room with a calculator and a notebook. You manage the supply chain. You count the money, stacks and stacks of dirty bills. You pay the bribes to the corrupt cops to look the other way. You organize the avioncinos and the vapors. You are making real money now. $5,000 a week. You move your mother out of the shack and into a nice apartment with tiles on the floor. You buy a car. You wear designer clothes. But the pressure is crushing. If the money is short, it's your fault. If the product is bad, it's your fault. You have to discipline your own friends. You have to order beatings. You start to see the business for what it is, a meat grinder. You are eating steak, but you can't sleep. The owner of the hill gets arrested. A power vacuum opens. You step up. You are now au frente, the front, the general. You control the entire favela. You are the mayor, the judge, and the executioner. 50,000 people live under your rule. You implement a twisted kind of justice. If someone steals in your favela, you punish them. If a domestic abuser hits his wife, you deal with him. You pay for medicines for the grandmothers. You sponsor the local soccer team. The community loves you and fears you in equal measure. You travel in a convoy of motorcycles, heavily armed guards surrounding you. You feel like a king, but you are a prisoner. You can never leave the favela. Down on the asphalt, you are a most wanted face. Paranoia sets in. You stop trusting your managers. You check your food for poison. You sleep in a different safe house every night. You execute 2 of your men based off suspicion alone. Better be safe than sorry. You reach the top. You are O'Dono, the owner. You have transcended the hill. You have millions buried in the walls. You have an army. You are a legend in the funk songs they play on the radio. But in this life, retirement doesn't involve a pension plan. It involves a bullet or a cage. It happens at dawn. The police didn't come this time. It was your own right hand, the kid you promoted from lookout to manager. He made a deal with a rival faction. He let them in while you were sleeping. You wake up to the sound of boots in your hallway. You reach for the gold-plated pistol on your nightstand, but it's too late. As the darkness closes in, you remember being 8 years old, sitting on that concrete step, waiting for a soldier to whistle at you. The cycle resets. A new dono takes the throne. The avioncino starts his run, and the machine keeps eating its children. This isn't a movie. This is Rio.